Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Coming up today on FST News, do you have what it takes to be on the spring lacrosse team? Stick around to find out.
Also, find out how you can compete for a cup of hot cocoa. All this more today on FST News, One Hill, Many Stories.
Good morning. Today is Thursday, November 21st. I'm Reed Peterson.
And I'm Gabriel Barth.
Our Foothill basketball teams are getting together to start out the 2019-2020 season. See performances by our Foothill dance class, Foothill cheer, Manion dance, and Future Falcons. It's just $2 to get in, with the performance starting at 5:30 this Thursday in the gym. Spring sports may be a few months away, but tryouts are just around the corner. The boys lacrosse team is holding JV and varsity tryouts on November 19th, the 21st, 23rd, and through the month of December. No experience is needed, so anyone is welcome to try out. If you can't make it, though, contact Coach Rapant in room 813.
The weather outside is getting frightful, but the Manion Food Drive is delightful. Student Council is hosting a food drive for Manion's Pantry. Students can feel free to bring donations to the cafeteria during their lunch hour. The class with the most donated items by Wednesday, December 4th can enjoy some delicious hot cocoa. Nothing like a nice hot drink during a cold winter day. West Coast Swing Club is having a guest teacher visiting Foothill. He's coming to our campus all the way from Minnesota. The club is meeting tomorrow after school in room 513, so swing on by.
Every year, Project 150 provides Thanksgiving meals to those who may not be fortunate enough to afford one. This year, they are serving 11 students at Foothill High School. According to FST interns Cody Zemsky, the organization gets pretty busy this time of the year.
According to Project 150, self-harm and depression rates spike over the holidays for many reasons, including loneliness.
Thanksgiving is a time for family and a time for continuity and traditions. And around the holidays, if you're isolated, if you are not connected with your family, if you're alone, the suicide rate is very high.
This came from Stacy, a worker of Project 150, which is an organization that helps homeless and needy students. Project 150 helps high school students with basic necessities.
A lot of resources for this age group. Being hungry is hard to study, hard to stay in school, and we want to supply them with the things that they can focus on their schoolwork and not be on the streets.
Project 150 collaborates with 61 high schools in southern Nevada. It has been working with Foothill for 6 or 7 years.
So there are not a lot of services for this age group. If you are a homeless student, you can't go to a homeless shelter because they're for 18 and older.
Project 150 aims to help students under 18 with holiday meals, beds, and other services. They have around 200 beds and give around 2,000 holiday meal boxes every year. Each meal box can feed a family of 4.
I think it's a great thing that our school Foothill does it. If we have one student, we need to do this drive. The students benefit from it every year that we have taking advantage of it.
Ms. Winslow said Project 150 also helps provide basic necessities such as food services, hygiene, school products, and more. These things help the students so they are not so stressed about life and more focused on school.
So having food security, having a holiday meal, having a way to have families sit together and connect is important.
High school can be tough if students are distracted. If they have less to worry about, they can focus on their school. 150's motto is, high school is tough enough. For FST News, this is Cody Zemsky.
Project 150 started in December 2011 when the founders learned that our district has an overwhelming number of homeless teens in our school.
Diego Vasquez is here with some heartbreaking news. Just kidding, it's happy news. Take it away, Diego.
This week on Happy News, I have a story about how one brave woman faced death and ran into a fire to save a koala bear. This happened in Australia near Longflat in South New Wales. They have been dealing with their own wildfires, much bigger and more serious than the ones that we get here in stateside. This has obvious effects on the unique wildlife that Australia has. This means many animals lose their habitats like this koala. But leave it to humans to do some extraordinary feats. The local woman named Tori ran into the bushfire, grabbed the koala, and gave it some immediate medical attention. The medical center said the koala is in critical condition but is likely to survive. Well, that's all the happy news I have for you this week. Back on over to the desk.
Thanks, Diego. We are glad to hear the koala is okay. Now moving right on over to Reed with the drive-in.
Hello Falcons, I'm Reed Peterson and welcome to the Drive-In. 21 Bridges is a new film soon to be released next Friday, the 22nd. The film has been delayed twice now, and it is speculated that it's because STX Entertainment, the film's distributor, is running into financial problems. The film is about a police detective played by Chadwick Boseman, also known as Black Panther in the MCU, on a mission to find two criminals who killed two officers while committing a robbery. The movie's title is 21 Bridges because the solution they have to hunting down the criminals is too close, all 21 bridges going to Manhattan Island. The movie also co-stars J.K. Simmons and Taylor Kitsch as fellow law enforcers. The director Brian Kirk also worked on some episode of Game of Thrones and the movie Luther. Matthew Michael Carnahan is a well-known screenplay writer and one of the screenplay writers for the film. Matthew has worked on other popular films like World War Z and Deepwater Horizon. 21 Bridges looks to be pretty promising in action drama and plot, so be sure to check it out when it releases. I'm Reed Peterson with the Drive-In. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Reed. Any juniors and seniors that have a job, you have just one more month left to turn in paycheck stubs. If you want the half credit in the elective area, you should consider getting those paycheck stubs in.
Also, if you are also a junior or senior and are trying to find scholarships for you to go to your favorite college, go see Ms. Mendez in room 503 for ideas on volunteer work over the Thanksgiving break. It will be a great way for you to complete the 8 hours needed to get the promised scholarship from the CSN program.
The ASVAB test is getting closer and closer. On Wednesday, December 4th at 7 a.m. in the cafeteria, the ASVAB test begins. The deadline for registration for this test is Tuesday, December 3rd at 2 p.m. Visit Mr. Campbell in the counseling department if you have any questions. That's all the news going around the hill today, Falcons. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at FST News. Also, be sure to check us out on Snapchat at FST Snap.
And from all of us here at FST News, have a great rest of your Thursday, Falcons. We are almost through the week.